Hey, what's up, you guys? This is sorry. Stop moving. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Beeland. I'm coming to you real quick with a review of Tyler Perry Sistas, season 4. Is it 4? Season 4, episode 13. It's called Shaking in the Rain. And so what I'm going to do, because this episode was a whole lot of back and forth. It was a whole lot of nothing, but a little bit of something. But it made me want to keep watching. So, I'm going to group the scenes together, and I'm going to start off with with Danny and Sabrina and go on from there, because they really didn't have a lot going on in this episode. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, Tyler Perry Sistas, and I want to give a shout out to Rosa Johnson. Hey girl, what you doing? Because we kick it up in the comments. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, hey Rosa. So yeah. So Tyler Perry Sistas, season 4, episode 13, Shaking in the Rain. All right, so here we are. Like I said, I was going to start out with Danny. So Danny is at work in her uniform down at the airport. So she working, and then you hear this family. Oh my God, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Mommy, my tita. Yeah. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. Keep my sister away from me. Okay, yeah, so my tita, they reunited, and it feels so good, and I was so happy. And then you see the police officer, he comes up, and he's over there sniffling, crying and stuff like that. And so Danny, she out feeling warm and fuzzy, and she goes over there to talk to him, and she's just being so a little softer. You know, she's being a little ladylike, and she just kind of like, hey, you know, what you doing? It's a good thing you doing over there. And I paraphrase a lot. Thank you. It's going to be all right. We're going to get through this. So she like, oh, you doing a good job. Look at you over here reuniting families. And he just like, yeah. Yeah, tell me, you crying too? Do you need some Kleenex? She didn't say that part, but anyway. You know, so he kind of suck it up. Because he hoard. He going to suck it up. So, you know, so she just like commending him and saying it's a good thing that you're doing. And he was just like, well, yeah, we've been trying to get this girl over here for 3 years, get her back with our family for 3 years. And then they were like, oh, yeah. And then Danny apologizes. And she's just like, yeah, I just want to apologize because I stood you up. And so what I want to do, I want to take you out on a date. He was like, what? He like, what's the change of heart? You know, first you been acting like you didn't want anything to do with me, but now you all up on me. I'm up here saving families, and you want to be in my friend. You want to be on my friend list, you know. So she just like, well, yeah, I just been thinking about it, and I just want to, make it up. But you paying. I ain't paying. You paying. And he just like, oh, okay, you asked me on a date and I got to pay. She was like, yeah, it's cool. And we can meet. He was like, no, we not meeting nowhere. I'll be at your house, knock, 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 and you going to open up the door. Yeah, you open up the door. And so she was just like, okay, well, that's cool. You know, I'll think about it. It'll help me save on gas, and you paying. And then he was just like, yeah, look at there. 2 birds, 1 stone. We got it good. So Daddy, yeah, I really want Dan to be with Preston though, because Preston real big. He like a big man. And the police officer, I don't even remember his name, but he cool too. He's like he look too little for Danny. Danny a big girl, big sexy. She need a big sexy man, But anyway, I ain't Tyler, I ain't writing, but it is what it is. All right, so that scene is over. Okay, so then you have Sabrina with her church dress on. Did y'all see that Tyler Perry said that Sabrina be having on her church dress? I said, now look, I ain't got but like 18 subscribers. And I know he probably ain't heard that from me. But if he did, hey Tyler. But I'm pretty sure everybody else be saying she look like she got on church clothes. Because she do. Them big, anyway, and them boots. I guess. I mean, it's cute, but it ain't cute together. Anyway, so she's at work and she's happy. She's giddy. She's like, and Maurice is like, what you doing? What you smiling for? Did you get some last night? She was like, no, because I'm a lady and I do that. Tell me, you a lady when? At 9 o'clock? Because after 5, what do you say? After 5 o'clock, then the wolf come out at night? And then he started doing all these countdowns about how her legs get open and then how she turned into a full-blown wolf. Woo-hoo-hoo! Anyway, so she was just like, no, she went out with the bio and they had a good time. No, they didn't sleep together. He was like, you had 36 millions, why you should have. And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. I want to take my time with this one. I'm not trying to rush it. He just like, well, shoot, he would have been here, did it, So they over there talking and she was just like, so what's going on with you? Look at these lashes. Yeah, they about to come on out. I done had them for about 2 weeks now. They about to come on out because I sleep on my face. I digress. Back to Perry Sistas. All right. So they are talking or whatever. And then this guy, he walks in with these flowers. And both of them kind of look back. And he said, are you Sabrina? I guess her last name is Thompson. And he was like, no, we have a flower delivery. And he was like, for who? To Sabrina. But the way they had it, it made it look like the guy that was walking, the flower delivery guy, was almost thinking that Sabrina was Maurice. It was just kind of funny how the scene was set up or whatever. But she was like, no, I'm Sabrina, So he come in with the flowers. And then Maurice was like, oh, okay, you got your flowers. Okay, what's up? And then he was like, well, this isn't it. This ain't it. So he comes in with the big, I don't know what they are, crates. What's the thing what you put the stuff on? I don't know what they call. But anyway, the push thing, that flowers up here and the flowers down there. So he come in and he pushing that. And then he like, well, there's more where that came from. Tell me, it's a whole truck outside full of flowers. She said, it's a whole truck. And they, read the card. They already know it's from bio because they know Calvin ain't got no money. Because anyway, we'll get there. And so he was like, ooh, he done got truck. I'm keeping these. So Maurice done got his flowers. He done said that he is Billie Holiday. He done put the flower in the ear. And he get to singing. Or whatever. What's that song? Strange fruit. Hold on. Strange fruit. Hanging from the... I'm not singing that song. That song is depressing. And I'm not singing it. Great message. I love you, Billy. But I want to be happy tonight. I don't want to be sad. But anyway, go look the song up. It's deep. Real deep. This ain't even a Billie Holiday interview. What did he say? Billie Holiday? Yeah. Anyway, so anyway, so he over there, he talking with the flower in his ear. And then she was like, Maurice, you can't have all this, because Maurice wanted to keep all the flowers. Sabrina was like, my office ain't even that big. This bank ain't even that big. My house ain't even that big, girl. Everything is small, but it's just you, so it's okay. So I ain't gonna know where to put these. So then she gets up, she goes over there to called Bio on the phone. Bio was like, hey, how are you? She was like, yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for the flowers. That's so sweet, the gestures, but I can't take all. Don't tell me no. No, I can't take all these flowers. You're going to have to get these, and can we give them to the hospital? Give them some. Do something with them. And he's like, okay, that's what we'll do. She said, I'll keep a few, but the other ones got to go back. All right. So she takes the phone, give it to the delivery guy. The delivery guy is smiling because he's going to get a big old tip. He said it's very generous. So Maurice get his flowers, Sabrina get her flowers, and the flower man gone on out the door, right? So they just like, oh, that's good. He real sweet, and this and that and that. So then the scene changes to where they're still in the bank. Sabrina, she smell it. Shout out to my sissy. She bought me this. It came in handy too. And then he's like, smell him. I ain't got time to be smelling that. He out in his whatever. And so Calvin walks in. Hey, Sabrina. Oh, let's not do this right now. Yeah, so you going out with Bio? The man that made fun of me? The man that I got to fight for you? Calvin, you didn't have to fight him. You should have just left it alone. But he disrespected me, Sabrina. I almost sound like Maurice. He disrespected me, Sabrina. But you didn't even have to do nothing. You didn't even have to say anything. You should have just let it go. But Sabrina, he was trying to prove his manhood because he got slapped and kicked and turned around and upside down. And he just want to let you know that there are other things that I can be as a man than wear panties. So Sabrina just like, we could talk about this later. I don't want to talk about it. You be with the guy with the flowers. You be with him. And then he said, Maurice is going to handle me. Maurice, you can take my check. Maurice said, boy, you ain't got no money in this bank. You got about $200. Well, give me my receipt later. So he ended up walking out. Child, tell me why Q come up in there with some flowers. Maurice kind of got happy a little bit like, me? That flower said to Sabrina. I said, why he coming there with that little bucket of flowers? So is he outside? Is the delivery man just outside giving flowers to whoever walk inside the bank? Is this customer appreciation day? Like, what is going on here? Child, Maurice said, if you don't get up out of this office, don't you be, he said, but I need somewhere to stay. I'm going to be outside on your porch. You can't stay here. You can't stay in my house. You gotta go. Man, you tripping, man. You know, tripping. So he get on up out. He walk on out the door. Sabrina look at Maurice like, dang, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you tripping. He was like, I know. I don't need you to be coming at me like this. I'm trying to get rid of him. Shoot, your man with his old sensitive self. He the one got him back in the house. Calvin? Yes, Calvin. That's the reason why he even around anyway. Tell me, oh, I got to do something about this. So apparently they're going to have to work that out. But at the end of the day, Calvin is not happy. Sabrina happy, but she kind of not because she's happy with Bio doing. But she, on the other hand, Calvin is still there in the background. But yeah, Maurice, I don't know what you're going to do about Q because he looked like he going to be at your house again tonight. Anyway, oh, did y'all check out the part when Maurice was beating on them tables? Talking about Maurice, you know what? Anyway, so that scene is, I believe that's over for the most part. All right, so then I am going to get to Andy. I'll go to Andy because I don't think there were any other small scenes. So I'll get to Andy. So Andy is walking around her house before she goes to work. She gets a call from Gary. Gary is like, ring, 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 ring. Hey, how you doing? How was your night? Because, you know, she had told him that she was going to be with Paris eating dinner. And she was just like, you know, it was good. It was good. And then she had confessed that, you know, I didn't have dinner with Paris. You know, he said, I knew that. And then she said that she was going to, he said, what about Robin? Or somehow Robin got in there. And then I believe she said she wasn't going to have dinner with Robin. And he said he knew that too. And then he was trying to figure out a time where he could come and hang out with her. She was like, well, no, I don't want to hang out. I got got lunch with my girls and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be able to really see you today. He was like, dang, can I get some time in? And she was just like, well, Robin is coming for real. Even though I haven't seen him, he is coming around for real. And he was just like, oh, well, okay, all right. Just let me know pretty much. So they got off the phone and he was just like, she was really thinking like, how does he know? Because she's thinking in his mind, I don't know because she's thinking in his mind that Gary is watching her. So that's why she called F. Flago on the phone. F. Flago, how fast can you get over here? Can you get over here by 5 o'clock? He was just like, well, yeah, And then because at first she was like, don't you have a tech company? He was like, well, it ain't like a company, but it is something that I'm trying to develop. So then she was like, well, can you get over here by 5 o'clock? He was just like, well, yeah, I try to get on over there. And then she was like, you're really surprising me. He was like, what? You thought I was just some dumb stripper? She's like, no, I didn't think you was dumb, but you are surprising me. I didn't know that you had all this other stuff going on. So, she asked, do y'all do sweeps and stuff like that? Because she need to make sure ain't no cameras in her house. He said, yeah, we do that all the time. That ain't no problem. I'll be over there, and get your place ready for you. All right. So they get off the phone with that. So now Andy is at work, right? So Andy at work. She walk in, she happy. And she sees Hayden. And Hayden is just like, oh, what's up? And she was just like, oh, how you doing to me? You need to get your girl. She was just like, well, hold on, wait. But she said, Fatima can handle herself. Well, how you know Gary? Because I just introduced y'all about 4 weeks ago. He was like, well, I've been knowing him for a minute. It ain't really none of your business how we know each other. We just been knowing each other for a minute. And that's when she was like, I only introduced y'all for like 4 weeks ago. And then she said, well, I know you're being close to Gary, so have you been telling Gary about Robin? And he's just like, well, he didn't give her an answer. He didn't give her a yes or no. But then he started talking about Fatima again. Your girl, she's you need to get your girl. Nah, you need to stay away from her. You know, you need to leave her alone because you started all this. And he was just like, well, we're handling my way now. She thinks she can just come up in my house, destroy my property, destroy my house, bust the windows out of my car, and you think it's gonna be good? And he was just like, nuh-uh, she's in jail. They escorted her out of here today. She is locked up and they ain't letting her out. Ain't letting her out. No, ain't letting her out. But anyway, so she was like, what? When? Today? You didn't see her? The secretary is back there doing like this? The secretary didn't tell you? But yeah, Fatima in jail. And he said, oh, if I find out, she ain't getting out because I talked to the judge. The judge is my friend. And I already told her. And I also said, if you ain't going up there either. Because I told him, don't even let you in there. She was like, no, you can't do that. I'm going to go get her. I'm going to go see her. You know, somebody. And so they had that whole exchange, and Andy just walks off. She was upset, and she went to her corner. He went to his corner. So she skedaddles all the way down there to the jail. So Fatima come in. I said, I know you ain't said all that tough talking you was talking. She seemed to, but now she surprised me because she was like, forget him. I'm sick of him. And then she was like, because we handle it, because, you know, Andy, they sitting down. And they're talking. And she was like, dang, you know, what's going on, you know? And she was like, yeah, his old, you know, got me up in here like this, you know, because if we handle it, because Andy was saying, okay, well, you might just want to leave it alone. She was like, no, I'm not leaving it alone because I shouldn't even be in here. He the one should be in here because he's the one started it with me. And Andy gave her the news, like, you got some bad news. The judge is a woman and they are good friends. I don't know what they got on each other. But is she a woman? I think she is. I don't know what they got on each other, but she is on Hayden's side. And being that she's on Hayden's side, it don't look like you coming up out of here no time soon. Do I need to call Zach? He was like, no, don't call Zach. Well, what do you want me to do about that? And then what if you don't get out of here, Fatima? She was just like, well, if I don't get out of here, then I'll call Zach. Zach is a felon. I ain't got no charges. Because if I tell Zach what Hayden did, then he gonna kill him. And I can't have my man in jail. And then Andy said, I don't even know you. I don't even know you, Fatima. Yes, you do. You knew me. You know exactly who I am. And Andy, you know exactly who she is. That girl ain't never wavered. She been the same way. She be, what they say, mighty as a lion, gentle as a lamb, must be nice. Child, even when your struggling days are gone, she'll be by your side still holding on. Ain't that like Jennings? Anyway, so they had that whole back and forth, and then they said, well, you might be in here. She was like, shoot. Every day, she said every day that she beat him up is worth it. So she talking about she want to kill Hayden. Girl, you can't be saying it out loud. You in jail talking about you still want to kill people. You better let it go. You gotta know when to hold them, fold them. So anyway, that happens. All right, then you have Zach. Zach, he over there, he was getting his apartment done. He done got through talking to Jake. Jake done prepped him up all on the SEC questions. He was saying, yeah, you're very smart. Zach said, yeah, I know I'm good with numbers. He said, yeah, you know, the amount of times you've been in jail, you should be good with numbers. Oh, you got jokes? You got jokes? He said, but yeah, it's cool. You know, I got that street education. You the one that got your education with the school. But it's cool. I'm still smart. You was smart. You was kind. And you was important. All right. So they prep. He gone on. Preston comes downstairs because he been up there lifting boxes. And he only unpacked one. So Zach said, I know you've been up there listening. You ain't been up there doing that many boxes. You only did one. And then Preston like, okay, well, no. Are you okay? Are you okay? You know, that whole back and forth. He was like, yeah, I'm good. I just need to get this house unpacked because I'm trying to surprise Fatima when she come over to the house. You know, because he don't even know that Fatima in jail. So he was just like, okay, well, yeah, you know. He was like, okay, oh, yeah, you know, well, I'll just go ahead and help you do all, you know, unpack your stuff. So they end up unpacking everything. They said that they've been there for some hours. It better have been some hours, got dog, because that whole house was furnished. Because I just looked at a commercial and I opened my eyes and it was a couch, a TV, a table, scunches, refrigerator. Everything was already in there. So they did that real quick. So then they end up talking. You know, I hope Fatima like it. You know, I'm really, really happy with her. Now, this is Zach talking. I'm really, really happy with her. I ain't never had nobody like her. You know, she ride or die. She a good girl. You know, I love her. You know, woo-de-woo. So then Preston ends up talking about Danny. Like, well, I think I, you know, kind of messed up with her. You know, I really like her. I just don't know I don't know how to handle her. I don't know what to do. And Zach is like, well, I can tell you how to handle her. It's easy. He said, she is just scared. Her and Fatima are like kind of in the same person. They just scared. Well, how do you handle a girl that's scared? You just have to be patient and let her be able to trust you. That's pretty much what it is. She got her guards up. She got her walls up. She just trying to figure it out. She's scared. But as long as you be there, you be patient, then you got her. You know, she like that dog on the commercial that be outside shaking in the rain. Oh, okay. So you talking about the ASPCA commercial? Is it ASPCA? Yeah. So that dog in that cage that's shaking to my, yeah, I donate money. I don't donate none of them no money. Shoot. Anyway. I'm doing my job. I got a dog now, and he's well taken care of. I'm doing my part with the animal and pest control population. All right. So then they was like, yeah, she like that dog with a wig on. Only thing you got to do is take the dog, bring it in, dry it off, and blow the wig out. Like, he was like, well, I don't know if I know how to do it. You ain't got to, you don't have to just literally blow no wig. You know, it's like a symbolism. It's like a, what he say? Whatever the word he said, you know what it is. I don't know why it's escaping my brain. Synonym, symbolism. Anyway, it's like one of them analogies. Yeah, I say analogies. And so he was just like, yeah, only thing I do is just give her some time. She'll come around. Matter of fact, I need to call Fatima. Ring, 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 ring. This is Fatima. I'm not able to get to the phone right now because I'm locked up. I'm in jail. They won't let me out. She didn't say all that, but anyway. So he told me, I love you. I got a surprise for you. You know, just let me know. Call me. I called you earlier. You ain't call me back, girl. Answer the phone. Anyway, so that scene is pretty much wrapped up and it's done. Preston, go get your girl because she finna go down there with that other man. I don't want him to be with her. I want him to be with you. I want her to be with you. Y'all can work that out because y'all look good together. Y'all fit. Y'all like fit. But anyway. So that's that. I think I got everybody. All right. So the last scene. Karen and Aaron. Is it Aaron or Aaron? Aaron. Anyway, Karen and Aaron. Ooh, Jesus. So they at the hospital. Mind you, Aaron is the one that fixed this up. Aaron knows the doctor. Aaron knows the hospital. Aaron knows everybody that's running around this place. So he set up this whole scene. So she's sitting in there, she's swinging on the little bed of the hospital thing, and she just like, ooh, it's cold in here. So, you know, they go back and forth, they kind of talk a little big, and she was just like, well, you know, don't get your hopes up because it might not be what it is. He was like, well, no, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out today. We're going to find out, you know, about the timeline and everything. So then he goes and he gets one of the little robes and he put it around her shoulders because she was saying it was cold. And so he was just like, oh, yeah, because it was cold. And she was like, oh, you just so sweet to me. Are you always, you know, you just always so nice to me. And then he was just like, why do you always say that? Why do you always bring up the fact that I'm always so nice? I mean, have you ain't never been with nobody that ain't nice? She really don't answer the question too much. She just said, you know, she always looks for the worst in everybody, you know. And then he said, well, my mama raised me right. So she was like, oh, okay, I ain't never really heard you talk about your parents before. He was like, well, you know, I'm just a regular schmegular guy born in the Midwest. I got two parents that worked in a factory. You know, they taught me how to treat a lady. I know how to treat a lady because I'm a man. So she was just like, oh, okay, you know, I never really heard you talk about them like that. You know, I ain't never saw them, but you finna be, they finna have a grandbaby, so you might need to go and see them real quick. Hi, my name is Karen. Hi, I'm Aaron, mama and daddy. All right, so then she said, well, I know you met my mom. When did they meet? When did Aaron and Karen, mama and them meet? Child, I wasn't there. I must have missed that episode. But anyway, I guess they went bike riding or something. I don't know. But anyway, so to my, oh, yeah, you know, they kind of talk about that a little bit, you know. And then the doctor comes in. Oh, hi, you know, I'm Karen. Nice to meet you, Karen. I'm Dr. Seuss. I don't know what her name is. So they're talking. It's about, yeah, so you're with this guy right here, Aaron. Oh, he's going to be a great dad. Fatima. not for me, maybe great for you. But anyway, so she's just like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. And so Aaron is just like, okay, so she said, well, we're gonna get you prepped. You know, don't be nervous, don't be scared. It's gonna be okay. We're just gonna do a little ultrasound. You know, can you do timelines? I mean, yeah, we can do timelines, but the lab is kind of full. Oh, we can wait. This is me, Karen. Oh, push a lot. Start push a lot. Okay, well, yeah, all right. So, I mean, if you don't have anything to do today, we'll just try to rush it and get it done as soon as possible. You know, we'll try to do what we can do. All right, just, you know, be comfortable and we'll get it all done. So she walks out. Karen's like, did I ask you to speak for me? He's like, what? You know, I mean, what you mean we ain't got nothing to do? I got to go to work. Oh, you got to go to work? Is anybody up there getting their hair done? But anyway, so she said she got to go to work. She got time to be running away, standing around the hospital all day. You know what I'm saying? Then Aaron is like, is this still, what did he say? Is it still cold in here? You done got this girl blood boiling. What you mean? Is it still cold? I'm hot now. Take this jacket off me. But anyways, but she still got it on. So then the doctor comes back in, right? So yeah, I'm just so surprised that that you were even able to get a positive pregnant. No, she said you're definitely pregnant. This Karen. I'm pregnant. Okay. So then she said this. Yeah, I'm surprised that the ultrasound. No, I'm surprised that the lab picked it up. That the pregnancy test, that the pregnancy from the dollar store, general dollar store, wherever she went from, grocery store, got it right because it's so early in the pregnancy. Hold on, wait. Ooh. Aaron, can you step outside? What do you mean? I want to about this, remember? Step outside. We're going to go get you ice cream. I don't want no ice cream right now. Step on outside. All right. So he stepped outside and here they are. They talking. All right. So she's like, what? Tell me, well, is he the father? Are y'all dating? She's like, don't get into all that. You know, so how far along? You know, like I was saying, you know, you 4 weeks. She said, 4 weeks? Man, all along I thought I was 2 months. Girl, you 4 weeks. She was like, well, how long do it take for the egg to get pregnant? Girl, it take about 6 days. Then it's about 3 days for fertilization. God, that's 9 days. Ooh. So 4 weeks and 9 days. She said, are you okay? Do we need to talk? No, we don't really need to talk. I just need some time alone, you know. So then the doctor leave out. She take her robe out. She's like, dang! Now, how am I going to get out of this pickle? Girl, how you going to get out that pickle? Because from what it looks like, that baby is Aaron's. Aaron, you are the father. This is Sheila Billy. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This is Tyler Perry Sistas. Y'all have a great day. Bye. Oh, I know I forgot a lot of stuff, but it's okay. Charged in my head and my heart. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bam. Bye.